Discord's gonna be linked in the sorry. What's good, y'all? So I wanted to get this video out 3 weeks ago. Obviously it's like 3 weeks later. I haven't got a video out in like a month and 2 weeks. It's pretty bad. If y'all saw the Discord, y'all know that I'm trying to up the intensity, bro. I'm trying to get some videos out more frequent. So I'm aiming for 1 per 2 weeks, so 2 per month. And then if that goes good for February, we'll start doing 1 to 2 a week. But basically today we're talking about 5 tips for beginners or people just starting Deadline. Obviously these are kind of some more general tips seasoned players might already implement, but I'm sure anyone could take away something from this video, even 1 tip, 2 tips, something small, just some ideas to think about for you guys. Alright, so we're gonna dive into the first tip. This is gonna be emphasis on having a good gun with good stats. You know, it feels very basic, but it's really important. When I first started out the game, I used a gun that was horrible and it had horrible stats, and my recoil was through the roof, and I did not have any stamina. It was horrible, and I exited the game. I'm not gonna lie, I just stopped playing, bro. I got mad. I put time into developing a good gun with good stats that also looked good, because that's why I play the game, because I like making guns that look appealing to me. So I did that while balancing stats and stuff, and there's so many videos online, and you can find a really good one that really explains like how to make a good gun. And I was gonna put like a video of my builds, but it kind of just made this video like super long, and the intro was gonna be super long, so I cut that out. But instead, if you want, you can go to my Discord, and I have most of my Deadline builds in there. I'm making a new Deadline section for builds. It's a forum, and it just has builds in there. I'm still like progressing it, and it will probably be done today, honestly, after I upload this video. But we can talk about gun builds in there. You can look at my gun builds, you can look at others, you can share yours, obviously. But with that, let's get right into the next tip. And these are all kind of interlinked. So with good gun stats, let's also focus on having headshots and having good aim in general. So just crosshair placement, aim head level, and aim for the head. It's really going to take the weight off of your gun and your recoil if you're just doming people. It's one shot headshot. Everyone wants to dome someone. You know, it's satisfying. What can I say? And with that, we're moving on to the third tip, which is having good map knowledge and using your angles while pushing up or playing defense. So what I mean by this is learn the maps, learn where people push, learn where people can't, learn all the different angles you can use to eliminate people who are camping and stuff like that. Honestly, just knowing the ins and outs of a map is going to put you in a better position. And even if you don't know a map in depth, you can find areas where you tend to gravitate towards. You can just kind of learn the lay of the land. What I do for most maps, obviously maps like Sandstorm, I really don't like playing on, but I will play on it sometimes, and I know the basic parts of the map because I've experimented around, which is something you should do too. So just learn the map, spend time playing on maps, even if you don't necessarily like it, like just give it a chance, you know. Moving on to the next tip is going to be identify your role. And by role, I mean like a aggressive CQB master or more of a laid out reconnaissance type of role. Like find out what you're good at. And this goes back to a good gun with good stats. Build something that's gonna boost what you do as your role. So obviously here I'm using a pretty good DMR. I use a pretty good sniper. And as someone who likes to play reconnaissance a lot, or use SPRs, use DMRs, use snipers, you know, these builds really help my playstyle. And once you have identified your role, move on to tip 5, which is experiment and explore. And I think this is one of the most important tips for beginners who want to progress, because how are you gonna progress if you're not expanding out to different things? You know, Deadline has so much to offer, so many different roles you can play. If you're good at reconnaissance, try CQB. Make yourself a 10-5 SBR build and go do some close quarter pushing, aggressiveness, try to get some kills, try to feel out the playstyle, and it's vice versa, bro. Just whatever you're good at, try to make it bigger. Try to make a wider range of skill sets that you have. That can be from being able to play on more maps, being able to play with more builds, being able to do anything like that, and you'll be good. So that's the end of this video. Those are 5 tips. I hope y'all enjoy. That's all. Thank you guys for watching, and much love, man.